Hello, welcome to the Dragon Show. That's Dragon and Fair together. I'm Xander. This is Alkali.
I'm not here!
And we're at the Square! 2018. Let's get some introductions.
Which one do you want?
But first, booze.
Hey, guys, I love you. I introduction love you, but I don't not drink love you. A wild demon appears. Roll for initiative. And Belveni 12. 14? Mine.
Mine.
Yours. Okay, we're back to normal.
Hey, if you guys are going into combat, you need your gear.
Xander,
Yes.
what's the theme again for this con?
Dungeons and...
Lizards and
Oh, I'm
Labyrinth.
sorry. Roll me investigation.
Lizards and Labyrinth. Oh, Jesus.
Dude! I'm going to throw this through Xander. Did I miss?
It's a 19.
I hit you, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
You find,
It wasn't a 1.
Alkali,
What?
you find one greater health potion,
Dude!
one spell restoration potion,
Jesus Christ.
and a potion of wild magic.
Oh my god, this makes toy trains murder children.
I knew I shouldn't have eaten before this.
Dehydrated.
No, I'm
It's
okay.
pretty good.
I'll call you up if I need it. Thank you so much.
Oh, my God.
Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Oh, motherfucker.
No!
So, remember when I announced
Turn
that?
towards the audience. I can hear you, they can't.
So, I'm not sure if anybody remembers when I said in one of the fire streams that I was making something for them. This is what
Dildos.
I made. You're close.
Oh, shit.
Silicone sculpture.
Dildos.
Oh! It's a pestle.
It's a wooden horse cock.
Oh!
Hey, Boozy, what are you up to tonight? You want my wood? Knock, knock. Come on in.
Oh, dear fucking.
Knock 3 times on the boozy. I can't count.
Not
hand
3
carved.
times. Public school.
That's hand carved.
Jesus.
Dude, you hand carved this? Xander's getting splinters tonight.
I have a question. Why are you so skilled at hand carving wooden horse dicks?
Practice, practice, practice.
No, I just like carving things, and I looked at the model of Chance.
All right, hold on. I just want to make sure I understand.
Yes, I know what chance is. Thank you, Google and furry Twitter.
I just looked at the 3D model.
You're all
Because they
monsters, and I
have
love
that.
you.
So last week I got to attend the Daytona 500. And
You
I
were
brought
at Daytona 500. I remember that.
I brought something for Xander.
Oh, it's silverware in a napkin. That'd be great if you guys were just stealing shit from the hotel and giving it to us.
Don't give them ideas.
No, don't do that.
He's Scaly Warhol.
I'm Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol!
Is that
Do you like soup? Here's 4 of them.
And for Alkali,
Is it another horse dick?
well, here's the hint. This is the T-shirt of the driver who won the 10th Daytona 500.
The T-shirt of the driver who won the 10th Daytona 500. I can't figure out
Remember the
T-shirts.
card I gave you at IFC?
What is it?
Show him who it is.
Kale!
Just so you know, due to the transitive law of math, I can love you so much that I hate you. That's not how the transitive law works, but according to my parents, that's how love works. Guys, thank you so much for your generosity. Let's give our wonderful
Thank you.
people a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Where is he? Thank you.
Dilly Dilly.
Now we have,
Dilly dilly.
now we have a wooden cock next to R2D2's cock.
Ah, yes. This one right here.
Demonstrate the horse cock.
Oh my god, it better be booze.
What's left?
Oh no.
No! Like
Chippies!
Oh, it gets better.
It gets better?
Homemade
Oh
salsa.
my
Whoa!
God. Thank you
Garden
so much.
grown.
I will keep this for safety measures.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
I'm going to mix it with tequila so I enjoy it. Guys, thank you so much. You're all amazing. It's unbelievable what you guys do. Let's introduce you to the people up here on the panel. Guys, somebody that you should recognize from the show, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Pandan! And of course, you won't recognize him, but I'm sure some of you stare at his pecs. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragor!
My face fell off.
And of course, guys, you may not recognize him, but you guys stare at his pecs. Boozy! No cripple fight, goddammit.
Yes, cripple fight.
I want you guys to know that I just had to meet with the hotel staff to thank them for the dinner. And my liaison for the hotel, who is still here, met me back there. I said, thank you. It was amazing. I can't believe how fast you guys had the food turn around. And instead of saying you're welcome, instead of saying anything else, he looked me dead in the eyes and went, cripple fight? I don't know how you guys spread word that fast, but I know he doesn't use Twitter, and that is terrifying.
Hold on, though. We have to make it fantasy. Ye olde cripple fights. Very progressive for its time.
Next year's theme is going to be Highlander the Crippling.
Oh!
There can be only one leg.
Oh, Boozy, how long have you been coming to First Square?
Well, 1 year now.
1 year, okay. Now, you've heard about First Square, right?
Well, I've read the police reports, yes.
Did you hear about the riot?
That had something to do with Kale, didn't it?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Fuckers! So do you know how the riot occurred?
Well, I assume it had something to do with Kale, yeah?
Oh, lawyer much. Did you know how this gentleman over here circumvented it?
The riot?
Yes.
Well, it's Dragor, right?
Yes.
So he bludgeoned people with the bulge. Just ran around the room jumping up and down on them.
Look, don't get me wrong. I want to Yokozuna someone as much as the next guy, but that's delicate. Come on, man.
Normally a blunt weapon like that would be 1d6 damage. He's 1d6.
However, if you get the Dicko Wood enhancement...
Gotcha. You know what the worst part is? I already plan on using this as a meat tenderizer, and that's not a euphemism.
That's like when I introduced my white snake as a pet. Like, you want to see my white snake? That's not a euphemism?
Half the people are very disappointed.
I know, right? I have a pet snake that's long and thick, and that's not a euphemism. God damn it.
I love you too.
And then I say it's 6 years old.
Hey, Alkali.
Then that's just confusing. So let's not go there.
I got a new dick 6 years ago.
Yes, Boozy? Anything to get off the topic of 6-year-old dicks?
Yeah, if we wanted to see you use the wooden horse dick as a meat tenderizer, is there a website or something where your listeners could tune in and see that?
Obviously, and that show would be called Cooking with Alkali and nothing else.
Although on the episode he uses it, it's going to be briefly renamed Cocking with Alkali.
Oh, no.
Hey, better than the alt version, Cucking with Alkali.
That's where Xander just dates people and laughs at him.
Hey, who's the cameraman? It's Alkali.
That would be a great home improvement show, Caulking with Alkali.
No, and this is not a euphemism again, I am terrible at caulking. So, guys, if you've ever had, who knows what a caulking gun is? Okay, good. So I knew what it was, but I didn't know that the actual caulk had hardened in the tip. So I'm trying to redo my bathroom and just click, no caulk. Click, no caulk. Click, bang! Like, well, my mirror is secure. Xander walks into the room and goes, dude, tonight is sex night. Don't masturbate. Sex night.
He's like, no, wait, I can go again.
Click. Just let me finish this tub. Click, click, click. Oh, sealant.
I have Patreon questions. I gotta get through these.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so first one, Tyro Thunderdrone.
Hi, Tyro.
Alkali, what's your biggest regret as a DM for Dungeons and Dragons?
And he also told me to do a backflip, which is not
Do a
happening.
backflip!
I am not doing a backflip. I can't. I'll kill my neck. Go ahead.
My biggest regret as a DM has nothing to do with D&D, and my good friend in the back, both of my good friends in the back will remember this. At Nero once, I got called off of a mod because Tim, the other DM at Nero with me, had accidentally killed the entire town. And I was so sleep deprived and slap happy, I just walked in and said, "It rains healing spells, I gotta go!" They have never let me live that down because in their mind, I saved everyone and I was supposed to be the bad guy. I understand why you were angry. What I don't understand is why the rogues had deaths in prisons, slays, and a handgun.
Your people.
The full story to that is this gentleman in the back did me a huge favor. I told him he needed to DM an encounter for me. Now, he had not had any experience DMing, but he is an incredibly good player. So I figured that he could do it. And he took 8 furries to be the NPCs, to be the bad guy. And he told them all in the group, okay, you 4 are rogues with 2 dodges. You 4 are wizards with 2 imprisons. You 4 are healers with 2 deaths. And you 4 are fighters with 2 slays. And all of them heard, we are all of that. The encounter happened. The bad guys came out. They're like, slay, imprison, dodge, we win. And the PCs were like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. So they came back to town where I'm working on something. They stopped me. It's like, hey, we need to talk to you. I'm like, what's up? They didn't complain about the scaling. They didn't complain about how difficult it was. They didn't complain about how overpowering it was. They complained that they only got 10 gold apiece. So I asked them, what makes you think you deserve more? And they gave me that story. So I wrote them a single tag for treasure, and I took it from Saturday Night Live. They got Texas with a $sign. Because sometimes I need to be a Band-Aid when my head of plot goes, they're furries. I know they're not going to listen, so I'm just going to talk.
You kill a group of 8 furries, you expect them to have a lot of money? What the? That doesn't make any sense.
They did have one of my all-time favorite moments at Nero. They were playing a race of creatures called the K, who shared abilities. You remember the K? That's right. The K had a creature called the Purple K, and that Purple K gave everyone the ability to throw 3 magic missiles. I had 12 furries. 12 furries and me. And I told them all right, guys, when we go out there, I want you to volley 12 magic missiles. It's going to be devastating. And as I threw my magic missile, a straight bolt, magic missile 5, threw it at the PCs. I watched every one of the furries. Magic missile 5, and they kind of shot put it the shit. So it went up in the air, and every PC is dying like, fuck this! So I turned into a warrior and just started murdering everybody out of frustration. As the furry's like, they can dodge this easily. It's raining men. And magic missiles, it's a raining men. And magic missiles 5, damage raining men. Thanks for that.
Real quick, Pendez and Boozy, I know Dragger has much experience. Have you guys experimented with D&D?
You make it sound like it's a sexual.
I meant to.
It is if you're on YouTube.
With D&D lately?
The old D&D.
Years ago, they did release a book of erotic fantasy.
You know what? I am very aware with the 2nd edition erotic D&D guide.
No, that was 3rd.
Hold on, you really are?
Yes.
What was your favorite item?
It wasn't an item. It was a spell. It was called Grope. I played a character named Dart the Bard. Dart was an idiot. He was of no use. The way that Dart got Grope was as we were constructing the characters, I looked over at the DM's bookcase and I said, does that say erotic? Yes, I looked through it and he goes, we're not going to have anything you can use from that. It's not that type of campaign. You should really just put it. And I looked over and said, I want Grope. You'll never find a use for... I'll find a use for Grope.
Roll for Grope.
I found a use for Grope.
I need to hear this. What was the use for Grope?
Dart was standing guard as the gnolls snuck up upon the camp. And Dart could not yell, and they attacked him. So Dart used Grope. And Dart rolled a 20 and startled the gnoll away.
Oh my god.
And exclaimed it felt like a sausage wrapped in Grandma's fur coat. Dart has gone down in legend in that group, and I'm not allowed to play with them anymore.
They're missing out, man.
All right, quick fire, really fast. I know you don't play much D&D. Have you ever creatively cast a spell? Do you have a quick story on creatively casting a spell? Also, since you're a pharmacist, I'm pretty sure it was pot.
Nope.
I want to know what rolling a 1 on grope is like.
You just punch yourself in the dick.
Boozy,
Dragor,
broke
creative...
a knoll before you knew you were a furry.
No! You leave the gnolls alone. That's for kobolds. I learned something from you guys.
Is that creative use of a spell? Is that what you're
Creative use of a spell. Dragger, you've been playing a while. What's the quick version? Creative use of a
my
spell.
My favorite isn't so much outright creative use, but unintentional hilarity of uselessness. There was this whole battle plan that centered around mirror image being cast on everyone and doing all this crazy stuff. And every last one of the PCs forgot they each had a ring of invisibility.
Creative use of a spell, I'll never forget being the DM with a fire wizard standing on the top of a tower with no rails. And that motherfucker in the back goes, all right, I cast create water. And I thought about the spell, and all I could think was like, okay, some water drops on his head. Thinking, oh, he's putting water on the fire guy. It does a bit of damage. He goes, oh, no. I'm 14th level. It is 2 gallons per level. 28 gallons of water drop down on that fucker's head. They go, I'll roll a reflex slave. Slave, yeah. Save 2. All right, he gets washed off the roof. And he looked at me and goes, create water is the greatest spell ever made. I don't care what character John plays. The first thing he asks me as a favor to a friend playing in D&D, he goes, can I have create water? There might be a roof.
All right, I gotta go through all these. Alturas.
Alturas. Oh, no.
What's in the box?
Oh, God.
DC 15.
I don't know what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What is that?
Holy. Oh, my God, dude.
That's amazing.
That's actually, this might be what greets people coming into my house. I'm sure the mailman won't come in anymore.
If they keep coming back after hearing through your bedroom mail slot.
One time!
Bedroom mail slot?
My bedroom, you need to understand, my house has been redone like 4 or 5 times. There used to be an entryway closet. Whoever owned the house before me thought, fuck that noise, I want a bigger bedroom. Well, what are we going to do with the mail slot? So there's a mail slot that literally comes in right next to his head in the bed. And one day we were having a good time. And I believe my line was, fuck, I've never felt so good in my life. And from outside the mail slot I hear, me either, as Bale comes in.
That's why we show him for the mailman. He has dirt on us.
Everybody else, the garbage men, I usually buy him a box of Fannie Mae. I just leave the mailman $100 laying it out in the slot. Like, please shut up.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? No, seriously, what is in the box?
What did the black say?
What is the
box?
The
Oh, it says kale.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, kale.
Oh, kale, yes.
The box says eat more kale.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Take 8d6 fireball.
Reflex save. I win. Guys.
He'd be in relief if it was a mimic.
Careful.
Careful. What the hell?
Alkali, we cast generous donation.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the shit, dude? Oh, fuck.
Holy shit. Thank you.
It comes with some equipment for your
They're little dollar boots.
Oh my God!
You're welcome.
Those are the guys. They gave us boots. The boots of generosity. I will kick you with currency. It's kind of like Bitcoin kicked the nation.
You need to like put those in your house like on a stand. So
Are you kidding? These are going to be earrings. I don't know if I could ever say I'm a Jew harder.
Outline. I can put those on hoops for you.
What's up?
I can put those on hoops for you.
No.
If they were noses, then you could say I'm a Jew harder.
What? I can't hear you over the sound
If
of
they
joy.
were
I can't hear you over the sound of joy.
All right, let me try this out. Leviosa. It works.
Oh shit! There's What is wrong with you? Did you guys rob an airplane?
No, all the little bars. In the
Hold on! You guys can't see it, but there is glitter everywhere.
DC-15 was a Constitution save to open the file.
Shit! Boozy! Remember the sex guide? I got herpes. The herpes of the arts and crafts community. Watch the flare.
It looks like you jerked off a clown.
There are nowhere near enough tears for that.
I had a request to try the health potion, and I played enough Final Fantasy to know red means live, blue means fireball, green means basically the green fairy.
Oh, hallucinate?
Oh God, sugar. Holy shit, Tobe, what is that?
Sour Patch Kids vodka.
Oh, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Boozy!
Yeah,
it's
I'm down.
really good.
I'm down, motherfucker.
Down.
A little bit.
Sure.
Little bit. No!
Little bit. Dude, that's how much it takes to heal. Did you guys ever wonder in Final Fantasy, did somebody ever become immune to the healing potions or like be addicted? Like, come on, man, I need 1d4. Come on.
So,
I can smell.
anyway, what?
Anyway.
That's wonderful.
That's
he loves it.
wonderful.
Okay.
Well, you're healed. Also, erectile dysfunction cured.
Wow.
Very little known fact about Final Fantasy. Curative potions, erectile dysfunction, gone. Does anyone know what the mana potion does? Why is the blue potion oh, I get it now. Because I also like using Viagra recreationally. A bunny.
What? What are you putting me for?
Go. You have questions.
Oh, I do. Sorry. Hatcher the Bear.
Hi, Hatter.
Since Elon Musk sent a car into space, what would you as a furry send into space if you could?
What would I send to space if I could? Boozy, because that coming back down to our planet would be glorious. Look, I'm an alcoholic. That man has been soaking it up for longer than even I have. That is going to be the prettiest comet. Rainbow! It's like if you were in one of the hearses that drove into the mortuary. But I got to see an explosion. You drive me and him into a bonfire, it's basically like, oh my God, I'm an arsonist and gay.
It would burn so quick and hot, the Flash would be recalled as the Boozy Midnight Sunburn of 2018.
Boozy, what would your car be in space?
My car? I have to send a car to space?
You're going to be in the car in space.
Oh, I'm going to be in the car. My Honda Insight.
Okay.
It's a hybrid. I get wonderful gas mileage.
Hold on, I thought I was the Jew.
No, he's environmentally sound.
He's environmentally... Hold on, is that the car that broke your hip? Because that's just weird.
No, that was the Mitsubishi Galant. That car can burn in hell.
If you send it into space, it might crash into the moon.
And you know what? Somehow, even if I'm not in it, I'll break my other fucking hip.
Oh my God.
Xander,
Okay,
what
yeah.
car would you send to the moon out of your 37 fucking cars?
I destroyed them anyway. Why would I do that?
Do you guys want to hear the list of how he
Shut
has
up.
destroyed cars? Yeah! Xander, what was the first car you destroyed?
Grand Prix.
How did you destroy it?
I drowned it.
What did you drown it in?
The bathtub.
A lake.
a lake. Because sometimes if it rains, lakes go onto streets. And this gentleman over here was like, I've got this one. Drove it down the street, down the slope, water up to the windows when he went, I need to do something. So he rolled down the window and jumped out. And to me, that is the epitome of a dragon. Because if you are a noodle dragon and your car is suddenly submerged, you just go, meh, I sleep on gold, slither, slither.
I just realized something weird.
What?
I've owned a lot of Pontiacs, and I'm feeling a lot of white guilt killing them off.
with negligence, no less.
I think the reason the Vibe is like still alive is because isn't it technically like a Matrix or something with a fancy covering? Yeah, so that's still alive. Anyway.
So what, you think you can dodge bullets in other cars now because it's a Matrix?
Yes.
Okay. I was with this gentleman the first time that I let him drive, because I always knew he was a bad driver. He told that to me very early in our relationship, so I was always driving.
No, you all told me, but anyway.
I also told you were a bad driver, yes. So one time I'm letting him drive, and we're going down a side street with a parked car. He's heading right at the parked car. And I'm sitting there like, he'll move. He'll move. He'll move. He'll move. He'll move. Last second, he swerves out of the way. I'm like, you almost hit a parked car. He's like, dude, if they don't move, I can't see them. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dating a T-Rex. Xander, would you like to describe to them how you avoid the other cars on the road? What is your description?
You avoid the red blobs. Those are the brakes. Pairs of red blobs is a car.
So if your brakes are out, basically you're in danger.
Yes.
Guys, go to Jiffy Lube.
Pairs of red blobs. What about motorcycles?
You're going to die.
I'm lucky, I guess. Or they're lucky, I should say.
Yeah.
Moving on. Shelly.
Hey, Shelly.
Xander, did you get a chance to look at the video I sent you on Telegram?
Porn?
Yeah. Shelly sent me a remix of him singing Japan is Great, You Should Go to Japan. Which is one of his impromptu songs he did while playing a video game.
Japan is great, you should go to Japan. Japan is great, it's the best in the land. Something about underwear in a machine. Japan is great, they're efficient and clean. Yeah.
So I retweeted that on Twitter if you care.
You have to understand, when we're like hanging out at the house, he gets super pissed at me because I'll go into the shower. Do you guys sing in the shower? Or is it just me? You guys sing in the shower,
yeah. Who doesn't? Oh! When I sing in the shower, my cat gets pissed at me.
Your cat gets furious.
Or she thinks I'm dying or something. It's the only time she'll come in the bathroom and just when I open the curtain.
He was in there one day. I'll never forget it. He's in there, and I had just, for some reason, it was because of Alexa. We had just gotten Alexa, so we were trying to think of every random song, and I had happened to play one that got crazy stuck in his head. I'm walking past the bathroom, and I hear him showering, and this is what I hear from him. Oh, Havana, Hanana. And from the floor, without missing a beat, I left my heart in Havana, Hanana. Like, oh my God, they're a duet.
Oh, good times, good times.
It wasn't good times for me. I thought one of you was dying. Also, I was trying to figure out, is he showering with the cat? Is this the beginning of my cuck video? Hey, finally he's after pussy. I don't know.
Moving on. Hi, Boozy.
How you doing?
Hi, Dragger.
What's going on over there?
He's fucking a cat now.
Apparently.
That cat has caused many people to bleed.
4 cups.
Oh, yeah. And you're allergic, so...
Oh, that cat showed me the what for.
Yeah. I lived in his place for a smidge of time when I was trying to live closer to work. And they're best friends now,
yes.
so... Anyway.
If that doesn't cure you of the habit, I don't know what will.
No, I'll never learn.
That needs to be on a shirt. Please be on a shirt.
No.
Oh, shit! An Anyway shirt?
With the art.
Yes.
That Exendiv did.
Malkavian Pranks asks, what is that smell?
So sometimes Xander drinks too much beer.
Oh, no.
Pass that. Guys, we need some more mana. Here we go. Let's do this properly. Drink up to the board, drink down, and drink and get diabetes.
Diabetes, dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
What the fuck is the blue one? Too much sugar. I'm going to die, but what is that?
It's all Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what you're saying is the green one is different.
No, the green one is also...
No, what you're saying is the green one is different. Alkali, try it.
Water is good. Thank you, sir.
If you mix green and blue, what do you get, artist?
Ooh.
That's the correct answer. It's diabetes. No, but seriously, I can't remember.
Teal.
Yeah, brown.
Oh,
Yeah, teal. Yeah, me. I should know that. Jeez.
Yeah, that one's
You should.
I know.
Water now.
Yeah, we need the water right there.
I have water. Dude, what the fuck?
I would just like to add the blue one. If your spells last more than 4 hours, consult your nearest cleric.
Honey, if he lasts for 4 hours, I'm calling a psychiatrist because finally I found the cure for joy.
All right, one more. Eggman, or no, not Egg, Stratosphere Tully.
Hey, Stratosphere Tully.
What is your favorite flavor of Jolly Rancher? Well, apparently these is basically the same.
Is Javelin still? Damn it.
No, he's
My
not here.
favorite flavor of Jolly Rancher is very simple. Because we got drunk while in Christmas Village, Michigan. And I had been told that there were going to be 12 people staying with us. There were only 4. So I bought enough bacon for 12 people's worth of BLTs. I didn't want the bacon to go to waste. And it wasn't normal bacon, it was thick cut bacon. And I was drunk, so I didn't drain the grease, I deep fried the bacon. And while I wasn't looking, that motherfucker whose wife does nothing but buys exuberant amounts of candy decided to be fancy to make fun of me. And started taking cocktail swords, using bacon to wrap them around Jolly Ranchers and put it through and told me, fancy! And then I ate it. I was drunk enough to ask 2 questions. Gulp, what did I eat? And 2, gulp, where are the rest of them? I was up till 4 in the morning singing the score from the HMS Pinafore. I have never seen it, but I watched The Simpsons, so I basically repeated Sideshow Bob's part about 50 times.
Just so you know, that does not count as candied bacon.
You are incorrect, sir. Boozy,
That's
what is...
bacon's candy.
Did you see this was the
No!
center drink?
No!
That was the center drink.
You guys gave us a buzzball?
What's a buzzball?
A buzzball is diabetes and sex at the same time.
It's a strawberry rum job.
You had a question for Boozy?
I probably did. Oh, Boozy, what is your best bacon recipe?
Oh. Wait, you can, make things with bacon other than bacon.
Oh, absolutely you can. Bacon can be a topping. If you're fat enough, bacon can be a condiment. Xander gets super angry at me for that one.
You know, bacon can be a sex toy.
Guys, do not laugh when we are discussing science. Continue.
Have you never heard of bacon dick?
What?
This is the greatest
Is that like
moment.
Whiskey Day?
No. You have to fry the bacon just enough that's actually completely cooked. You don't want trichinosis.
Right, agreed.
Jesus.
But still soft and malleable.
Oh, okay.
You then proceed to cross-weave the bacon. Then you wrap it around your cock. And you walk through the neighborhood waiting. Eventually, someone will be hungry.
My friend, that is the saltiest blowjob.
I married a vegetarian. Bacon Dick does nothing for me.
Oh, no.
It's Bacon Dick in our neighborhood.
You know,
they're the only one who wants that nasty shit.
Here's the weird thing. Bacon Dick with a vegetarian, I think that counts as like a third level kink. Kinks are all about things you shouldn't want. So if you're a vegetarian and your SO wraps his dick in bacon and goes, yeah, you're going to eat it, bitch. If you submit to that, that is legitimately more kinky than anything on FA.
What is your fetish? Food bondage. For the fat who hate themselves.
Does that mean people who like to be hit get hit with a licorice whip?
All right, I think you're
Wait, are you saying you have never been hit with a licorice whip like that before?
Kielbasa handcuffs.
Kielbasa handcuffs?
Kielbasa handcuffs.
I want to see him go green from like painting himself with avocado, like, roar! Hulk smash! And she's like, yes, he does.
Do the masochists do wasabi lube?
Jesus.
Hey, Des, you want to get in on this?
No. Sure, what?
Actually, you're Canadian.
Yes.
Canadians have very specific foods. They have a tradition, right?
Sure.
So, what Canadian foods would be used for sex?
Maple syrup.
That's probably the most Canadian of all is maple syrup, right? Like,
But we all own maple syrup. How will we turn that sexy?
oh, beaver tails, yes. Oh, no, you have here in the States, you have elephant ears.
Yeah.
In Canada, we have beaver tails.
Oh, no shit.
Are you serious?
It's pretty much the same thing, but it's like maple syrup drizzling on it.
You fuckers are so polite.
Sorry.
Going back to what you were saying earlier.
What?
I want to know.
Hold on, Des. Puss team.
What does that make the cheese curds?
Oh my goodness.
You know, I have to
Anyway.
You know, I used to play Nero in Canada. I went up there on the third weekend of every month for probably 3 or 4 years of my life. And there's something I realized. You know the stereotype of them saying A? That is 100% not true until they get drunk. Because I went to a bar. And I had been in Canada 4 or 5 times prior. I'm like, I don't understand that stereotype. I just don't get it. I go to a bar, 3 drinks in, they're like, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, A. Like, oh, it's because they're alcoholics. Also, the apologizing, 110%. Once they drink enough, they start apologizing for the most amazing shit. I was sitting in a bar in Canada right before a Nero event. There are 6 or 7 people around me, and a random gentleman. This guy was as Canadian could be. He walks up to me, "Hey, I'm sorry about the Civil War, eh?" And walked away. I'm like, what the shit just happened? And I tried to think, so I started looking back, and that's one of the origins of the History Channel guy, because I started looking back and like, oh, okay, in the Civil War, America almost attacked Quebec and made them part of us. And then I realized, shit, Trump is our president. We don't need that because we need more walls, so that's a really long wall, and he's going to need that for the next election. That would be great if he wanted to build a wall between Canada and America. We're just like, but they're so polite, and he's like, oh no. They have hockey sticks.
No, here's the thing, though, is even though he'll think it's his idea, that's actually Justin Trudeau's campaign promise. I'm going to build a wall and Trump's going to pay for it.
There you go. Real quick, I wanted to go back to the fetishes we were talking about. What are some unexplored D&D fetishes?
Well, basically everything in the book that you and me used to own.
Okay.
Did you guys know there is a ring of pain versus pleasure?
Oh, Jesus.
You need to understand, in 2nd edition D&D, they actually made, what was the book called? You actually remember.
Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Thank you. They made the Book of Erotic Fantasy. And there were spells, there were monsters, but my favorite part was the magic items because they had a ring. It wasn't a ring for your ring finger. It wasn't an additional ring. It was a nipple ring. and it was the ring of pain versus pleasure, and it said, and I quote, "Any damage that is dealt to you is pleasurable." There are no negatives in D&D because of just random damage. So these guys went, hey, if they want a nipple ring, they're going to enjoy this shit. Which means a fireball is awesome.
Oh my God.
You're going to be flaming when it's done.
Now, are you guys aware of its companion book?
No.
I am not.
It was called The Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah, I know that book.
Here's where I knew that they were trying to hit an intersection of legitimately describing things, but being too clinical, it made it more horrifying. They went into talking about torture. And let's be honest, if you're talking about something as gruesome, you're in the Book of Vile Darkness, what are you going to torture? And they had a paragraph describing different things you could do to genitals. In a Dungeons and Dragons book.
Jesus Christ.
And Alkali does own a copy of it, and the pages are sticky.
You need to understand something. Part of the huge...
Wasn't caulking? All right, sorry.
I have a question about the Book of Erotic Fantasy. What were the monsters?
The monsters in the Book of Erotic Fantasy? Actually, this is not even kidding. Do you remember the chain golems? They had their own version of the chain golems with a grapple check. And it took me until I was 15 to go, oh. They were bondage golems.
Did they have a cock goblin?
They should be.
Xander?
What?
Would you like to play a cock goblin?
As in on goblin cock?
John, don't leave.
Oh dear, why?
It's almost time.
What?
For the final questions we have.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have one question. Shukin Flash.
Hey, Shukin.
What's your favorite story about one of your D&D characters being or acting evil? Well...
Yeah, I have too many stories. You go.
I haven't acted evil, really.
Actually, Boozy, you used to be a big D&D player. When did you go to the dark side?
Dart was never evil. Dart was stupid.
The
two can often be mistaken for one another. But rest assured, if Dart accidentally killed a teammate, it wasn't out of malice, he was just incompetent.
I swear I've roleplayed with you before. You must have killed several of my PCs.
Probably.
Des?
Yes.
You're a pharmacist.
Yes.
You could go evil.
Jesus Christ!
This is like a shit that shows up on CNN. Canadian pharmacist kills 20. He's sorry, though.
The alchemist struck again. Sorry. Go ahead.
Des, if you were to go evil, describe the scenario.
I would replace every single elderly gentleman's heart medication with Viagra. They're all going to go out with a bang.
Would you ask Jamal for more cotton?
Yes.
No.
Let me ask, do you guys know the origins of Viagra?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Viagra started as a blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
It was very effective. It also made people's dicks hard. Guess which one they thought would make more money?
All right, we got this pill. People could live longer or fuck. We're gonna make more money with fuck.
Did people realize Too Hard actually existed only around Viagra?
Do you know one of the side effects of Viagra is shit like may cause a heart attack? I have never seen anyone refuse Viagra because of that.
All right, did you want to go quickfire or no?
Before we do quickfire, first off, guys, we're going to introduce a few more people up to the stage. This was a request from quite a few of the people who listen to the Dragon Show. We're going to bring up some of our Dungeons and Dragons players. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Twitch, a.k.a. Dustin, and I want to call you Javelin, but I know it's all right. Yes, please.
Hey!
Guys, Tarvin, Miko, guys, come on up to the stage. Guys, these are the D&D Dungeons & Dragons players. We are going to include them for any questions you have before we do our charity story.
So let them know, for those who don't know, on YouTube we do D&D, and I draw things to it, and I do backflips.
Does backflips.
So, yes. Anyway,
Stop! All right, guys, before we finish this off and go to the final story, we're going to ask you guys, are there any questions? We have the whole Dungeons & Dragons crew up here. We have the original cast. What? We are missing Mackie. Mackie would love to be here, but he is making sure the sound in main events doesn't blow up a wall, which apparently the hotel... I know the hotel talked to me. Like, hey, a lot of our shit was rattling. Like, oh, is that a problem? They said, the kitchen. What happened? They're like, well, we had to wash a lot of forks. We have a good sound system. So, guys, if you have any questions for the original crew, the extras, or the Dungeons & Dragons crew, now is the time to ask them. Does anyone have any questions for our final pod? So, questions!
Got one over there. Yes?
I can't see hands.
Go ahead.
For Tarvin, what are your 5 favorite furniture items to shop?
Well, clearly tables. They're probably numbers 1 through 3. Then, I mean, no one likes a good ottoman.
Nightstands kind of tables, right?
Yeah, nightstands I would say is a small table.
Okay.
Like a junior table.
That's like number 3 table.
Yeah. Maybe a rocking chair because screw old people.
Hold on.
Stand up, damn it.
Would you like to hear a real story?
Yeah.
Hey, Tarvin, you're married. You have a wife who, when you moved out, tried to do some helpful things. Didn't she build a piece of furniture for your original condo?
Did she?
Yes. Filing cabinet.
She did build a filing cabinet, yes.
And what happened with that filing cabinet?
It hurt me, so I kicked it.
The day that he moved into his condo, he calls me over. He's like, hey, I could really use some help. Of course, my friend. Let me help you. I go over there. We're building furniture. He stands up, and he scrapes his hip against the one piece of furniture his wife built. The single piece of furniture. He goes, God damn it! Kick a dent like this into it. She goes, what the fuck? He goes, it hurt me. My tootsies!
I think it ripped my pants.
It totally ripped your pants and you were embarrassed. Guys, going back to question.
Right there, I'm sorry, I can't see.
So,
Seamus.
Yes. So, have any of you thought how you're going to get back home yet?
Well, we got
I have.
No spoilers.
Oh, absolutely not.
We are definitely a little bit ahead, so to speak. So, what you guys know and what we know?
I forgot about home.
Home was on fire. Fuck that
really,
place.
it's probably gone.
I could just say
should
this.
hold this. You should hold
We have slightly bigger fish to fry than worrying about home right now.
Okay.
Also, I'm not letting you go back there because it's boring and on fire.
That's true, that's true. It might be like California. It might be okay now. What? Shut up!
Did we live
You
in
can
wine
make
country?
wine again, yes. We lived in wine country.
That was the best part about going to Napa Valley. We went to this insanely high-end vineyard. They're like, yeah, we were here last week, and when we looked out over these fields, everything was on fire. I'm like, oh my God, were you guys there? They're like, no, the fire had to travel downhill. We were just laughing at all the other winemakers because they're pussies. Like, what makes them pussies? And they go, well, they're not flame retardant.
Oh, I got, any other questions? You're the one who can see. It's S.H.I.E.L.D. What? I'm serious.
You're the one who can see S.H.I.E.L.D.
My contact is fogging up. Go ahead.
When is the next D&D stream?
We are airing the next Dungeons & Dragons stream next week. We took a week off to do First Squared because I was stressed out until somebody apparently made me think about hands moving and googly eyes. Fuck all y'all.
I'm confused.
It was amazing.
Guys, legitimately, I don't know who was there for it. I'm not kidding. I feel like I got a full night's worth of sleep. I am a full believer right now. That was incredible.
Did they explain what happened?
Yeah, I got a full night's worth of sleep, and I don't care about anything else. Up front, go ahead.
Yes.
Have you guys met a Patreon character yet?
Oh.
Yes.
Cool.
They don't know it, but they have met one of the Patreon characters. It'll be a few episodes from where you guys are at. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we do a show called Dungeons and Dragons. It is on YouTube. It is on our Patreon. It is a D&D game. We recorded in my basement in freezing cold temperatures. I am so
Comfortable temperatures.
In fairness, everything to me is freezing cold.
True.
We're small.
We're
We are tiny.
Small.
Miko
So-
and I are in the back, just like you rolled the die. I don't want to reach.
If you watch the first 3 episodes, this was our sound recording equipment. After that, we took all of our soundstage equipment, tore it down, and reset it up, thinking, oh, this is really going to help with sound quality. So he goes in to edit the episode. He's like, all I can hear is the heater.
Yes.
So my genius idea was, okay then, let's turn off the heater.
Hold on. I do have a story that we haven't actually told anyone yet.
Sure.
So I have to sync up the sound and everything to the video and everything, right? And I'm like, okay, guys, let's do a thing. It's really going to help me with this sound. Let me demonstrate something right now. 3, 2, 1. Now that was way better than it was. These are the whitest motherfuckers I know, especially you. It's worthless footage. The sync up for the clap.
I was sitting in the living room while he's trying to sync up the sound to the video, and all I hear is this. Fucking John! What's wrong? He is so fucking white! You know, someday we're just going to make a fucking splash of footage, 1 minute long, of us trying to sync up the sound. And here's how it goes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's pretty fucking close. The problem was we didn't say go on 3 or 1, and he's a stubborn bitch. Ass.
Oh, good times. All right, we should...
Question. Any what's our time?
Hold on.
9:24.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
9:24.
Last questions.
Okay, I can't see. I just see people. I don't see hands. Actually, I think I see...
I see Travis
nothing.
trying to surf. Really gay fucker.
So maybe just go on to general, or no? What?
Plus these suck like.
Oh! You guys put my lids on. This fucker made me cry on Thursday. He tells me, hey, I made some homemade booze for you. Here's some bottles. And I said, oh my God, that's so nice. And he took the bottles and went like this.
You guys see what that is?
That is year 1 swag from First Squared. When the end was just the beginning, an apocalypse theme, we gave out First Squared bottle caps. That fucker kept them for 5 years, just to give me 2 bottles of glorious, glorious booze. I cried for booze.
That's awesome.
What was our charity story? I can't remember. Yeah, good. Okay, we're drunk. This is a constant problem for the Dragon Show. If you guys ever see, like, right at the end of the show, me lean over to him, here's what I'm saying. What the fuck did we agree we would talk about for the charity story? And his response is always, you being gay?
I do have a question. Is there any panel right after this, or no?
Yes.
There is?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. So...
And 10, you have a 30 minutes buffer.
Huh?
10?
Oh, okay. 30-minute buffer?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up?
The concert's in it.
Oh, okay. Yes. So... Let's just do general quick fire questions of anything at all. So if anyone has any questions whatsoever.
You guys don't have to ask shit. I'm going to enjoy this tequila that he gave me. Also, I might have went overboard.
Yeah, there were 2 more bottles. Where are those?
Gone.
You drank Xander and Miko's tequila, didn't you?
No! I
You
enjoyed.
drank my tequila?
I would never do that to you.
Sense motive.
By the way, this is the type of friend I am. I will totally sell
I
your
drank
ass
your
out
tequila.
for credit.
I actually have a quick question. Do you have any quick stories about, you've been doing a lot of game streaming of Leisure Suit Larry and whatnot?
Oh my god, you assholes. I am playing through the Leisure Suit Larry series on my Twitch stream, and I sat down and I played all of Leisure Suit Larry 1.
Mm-hmm.
There is a part of Leisure Suit Larry 1 where it's like adult Mad Libs.
Oh god.
You call a phone number, and the first question asked is, who is your lover? And somebody in the room at that point typed the word Jesus. I knew it wasn't an answer, but what the fuck, I'm going to run with it. It asked the question, what is your favorite part of your anatomy? This is when it hit me. I am playing this game with like 30 fucking furries providing me with the answers. What is the favorite part of your anatomy? OWO bulge.
Hi.
What is your favorite part of your lover's anatomy? The nail holes. What is the best physical feature of your partner? And this is when I decided that, much like Pontius Pilate, I was washing my fucking hands of it. The Dicko Christ. We're all going to hell. I hate you now.
It's warm and cozy down there.
It is terrible. And the worst part is I'm doing the second one next week, and there's another one of those sections. And somehow I just get the feeling I'm going to commit more heresy.
Michael Christ the sequel.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Embrace the Dick O' Christ. What is your favorite article of clothing? Your fursuit. It calls back like, hey baby, this is Jesus here. I'm just laying in the manger, wearing your fursuit, and thinking of your bulge. I know that you're probably thinking about my sexy ale holes. And why don't you come over? We'll put in our favorite movie, Make the Bunny Drive the Truck Part 6. There's a story behind it. And then you can play with my Dick O' Christ. Dick O' Christ. I have decided that if I ever make an Irish persona, his name's got to be Richard. Richard O' Christ.
Don't forget with galloping abs.
So I can say, hello, my name is Dick O' Christ.
What is this? I think it says even more that after doing that, you went and memorized it.
Oh my God, it's not memorized, it was seared into my mind. Like the whole time I'm going to hell. And I said something about, I wash my hands of you, and someone said, well, you started it, so you can't. And I said, well, the Romans arrested Jesus, and they managed to do it okay.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what we're talking about, man. Thanks for joining the conversation.
Yes.
All right, guys, I think most of us know how this ends, so we're going to do 2 things beforehand. First off, let's end the normal show. Guys, I'd like to thank everybody up on the stage. That is all of the Dungeons and Dragons players. That is Drager, that is Boozy, that is Pandez, Xander. My name is Alkali. Guys, it's time to turn off the video cameras because thank you very much for being here, and good night.
If you like any of this crap, you can look up thedragonshow.com and YouTube and all that.